The Justice Department is suing a software company for allegedly scheming with landlords to hike your rent prices.
And WSMV4 Investigates uncovered a lot of apartment complexes right here in Nashville use that exact software. Courtney Allen is with us right now. So the Tennessee Attorney General is also in on this lawsuit, Courtney.
That's right, Lauren Morius. The antitrust suit filed today is against RealPage Inc., a property management software company. The suit alleges RealPage works with otherwise competing landlords in various markets like Nashville. Those landlords share sensitive information with RealPage, like what they're charging people for rent. RealPage then combines that data to generate rental recommendations on what the properties can charge. The Justice Department calls it an illegal scheme that allows landlords to coordinate to hike rental prices across the board. According to the DOJ, RealPage has referred to its own products as, quote, driving every possible opportunity to increase price. And a RealPage executive allegedly said in reference to landlords, quote, there is greater good in everybody succeeding versus essentially trying to compete against one another.
Landlords, like any other competitors, may not share with each other their confidential, sensitive data in a way that permits them to align how they price their products, in this case, apartments.
The nation's largest property management firm, Greystar, uses RealPage's rent-setting software. And if you look on Greystar's website, they have multiple complexes in downtown Nashville, including the Fallon, Gossett on Church Street, Harlow, Broadstone, Terra House, and more. We've reached out to Greystar and RealPage for comment. Lauren.
Okay, Courtney Allen, let us know if you find out more.